Summer Marine Blue Edition is in stock for those of you that were asking about alternate colorways. Yes, this blue is actually going to be fantastic and it pops. It's actually one of my favorite colors that we've actually used. I will leave a link down below. As of right now, I think there's about 20 of them left in stock, and then when they're gone, that's it. Poof. So let's pass on over to why do the Megatins keep going up in price, shall we? Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Now, yesterday I was reading some comments from people going, "No, Robbie, the Megatin cards are going down." Well, that's really weird because they're going up. All right, like I also want to point out here that the tens, you might not hear this, but evidently there were about 30 cases that sold yesterday on TCG Player, which means once everybody's done fighting for the bottom here, you know, a couple of days you're going to see more and more of these disappear, and you're going to start to see a reversal on the sealed product happen for these. It's already started. You might not like to hear that, but there are movements that are occurring. The Pot of Prosperities, these were still $42 yesterday. You do see a little bit of an upward here, still 42, 42, 42 post-tax and shipping. But what's that? There's no verified here on the first page. Your lowest verified is at $45 right now. Don't tell me that these cards aren't going up, because there's enough proof in the upward spiral here that they are. All right. Question mark emoji from the community. The Dark Magician Girl, this one's still floating about the $30 mark. This one hasn't had any like crazy jogging movements, but when you look at like the Bandai arts and slash, you know, collectible things, I would definitely keep an eye on these. 30 bucks so far isn't too incredibly terrible. Droplets, on the other hand, I mean, the card's not in favor right now of the format. Dark Roll No More is just better. But once again, lowest verified, $29.50. He's still floating about a $30 card. That one's fine. All right, that's no real change there. The Lightning Storm, still about 25 bucks. Chicken Laying Dragon, still at 20. We're watching the Ash Blossom just climb up in ranks here. I don't know why this one surprises people, because I understand, like, yeah, the tins are gonna, or we're gonna get the Crystal Beach Strixshake, you're gonna get that common ash, but the hollow ashes, people saw them at 15 bucks and like, oh, cool, or okay, I'll get a playset. Now you're 19 bucks. It's a matter of time until these go back up to 20, all right, for the hollows. That's just how current staples work for the game. There's nothing we can do about that. Singletons, still doing their thing. The Dragoons are spinning down. That's good, all right? It's good to see this card's pushing underneath the $14 mark, even if it's a couple of dollars. The Red Eyes, still floating about 14. That's not where my interest lies here. This is where things start to get interesting. Diviner, the Heralds have started creeping up. These were $9 the other day. You're seeing $11 here, $11, $13 for these. I was told on the European side of the market that these were like 18, and that's very, very interesting, because if we're seeing market movements across the water here, that means that it might be a matter of time until this turns into a $20 card. So this is my warning from me to you guys. If you're dilly-dallying on wanting to pick up Heralds, you're going to reach a very bad situation here. It's going to just take one big swing of the pendulum for this, and they're going to disappear. We're already seeing the upward tick. You've been warned. Credible Ecclesia has also went up in price. These were solidly like $4. Yeah, people started looking at these going, you know, to be honest, I mean, post-ban list, like, Branded Despia really is still a full power. You're seeing an upward tick in $6 for these, and I mean, to be honest with you, that's a pretty big swing up. That's a good $2 gain there for those. So those are two things I would watch. All right, branded openings starting to gain a little bit of gas back here as well for these. Interestingly enough, $4, $4. This card does not exactly have one of the best pull rates in the set, but once again, little market swings are doing their thing. Ghost Spells, still floating about normal. Small Worlds starting to uptick a wee little bit to the $4 mark. I'm not really surprised about that. But that's 3 to 4 cards within the set that you're going to want to keep an eye on here. We've already seen the Revived Sky God got bought out very early on, but this price tag has not budged. You're still maintaining about that $3 mark. I mean, the card literally says draw till both players have 6 cards in the hand and puts a walking floodgate on the field. Like, I don't know what more you really want out of a good card like that, but that's really what you're getting out of this. So overall, I'm not surprised by any of those market shifts, all right? Like, it's all pretty normal to me. Now, Dark Magicians. I was specifically wanting to talk about the Lost Art here, but I forgot the Ghost Rare exists. I was like, what is he even going for these days? Still like $500 for light play. Near Mint's still in the $600 mark. You gotta love, like, when we formerly looked at the Dark Magicians and stuff like that, $300 for that. The quality control was absolute butt. We already knew this. I love the fact that so many pages. Now this is the one that's interesting to me. So with the release of 3 more classic art cards here, the Dark Magician has been kind of riding an interesting line here. $95, $88, $92 have been like your last sold listings on these. These were at $100 the other day. A few more listings have actually repopulated that are continuing to push this card down. In terms of collectability, this is just, I wanted to throw my 2 cents in here and say, this is one of those cards that I would keep an eye on, just more so as the long term continues to do its thing with the market, all right? Like, you always see within the market certain cards that will always tend to, shape up within the market, and you're like, wow, like, I can't believe that, I didn't think about that. This is one of those cards that you look at in the market and you go, yeah, I probably should have grabbed a copy of those when I had the chance. And I hate to say it, but I think the timer's coming down for this card, so you better grab one while you can. Now, other interesting things have been happening in the market here. Albolenitus. Now, we've tracked this card since this was... this was a $9 card, right? Like, there was a time. Well, no reprints, upcoming ban list scarcity. More and more people are just picking these up. I mean, you hit verified down here at 1625 effectively. I understand that those are some large numbers here. And you've already seen $13, $20, $16 copies of these have actually been turning over on the open market here. So if you're somebody that's been looking at Albolenitus, or debating on picking these up for whatever odd reason that you might want, it's just because Despia, more and more stuff has gotten cheaper, so that means other pieces of the deck want to go up. All right, it's just very reflective of how the market does things at this point. Secret Rare Metaverse. This is hilarious to me. These have officially jumped up to the frickin' $45 mark is the lowest that's available on the market. Is that what they're selling for? $14.50, $30, and $16. Somebody actually paid $30 for a secret rare copy of Metaverse. What in the world? I get that it's a speed duel version. I get it's kind of a chance to get it out of the set, but like, that is so ridiculous to me for a card that's limited to 1, basically being locked behind that high of a price point. Come on, market. The rest of the speed duel set, these are $70. Yikes. $17. Crossouts, 13s. The Jinzos, still $10. The Breakers are at 10 to 11s. Cosmics, kind of a little bit cheaper. Dark Paladins hitting up to the $9 mark. Foolish Burls, 10s. Spell Cancelers, $9. It's almost like staple cards from a set. Wow, even the gods are going up. $9. Buster Bladers, 6s. Blue Eyes, 5s. Where are the rest of my gods? Dark Magician's a $3 card. Love the fact that Raw is the one that's going up. The Slifer is basically $3. Okay. The Common Breaker, the Magical Warrior, is $2. And Good Obelisk is at $2. Wow. Actually just seeing that value from this set, like, even the commons are going up. That is absolutely amazing to me. Wind Up Kid and Ultimate Rares. Of course, these are disappearing. It's a level 2. You can target one monster opponent controls, return that target to the hand. This effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field. It's a level 2 free spot removal. Near mint, $19. $14. $40 for Near Mint First Eds. $40 Near Mint First Ed is the only copy on the market. Yikeroos. Gez Makuka. Technically a penny stonk card if you want to take the risk on this. I see other people are now $5 all across the board here. They are going up, so keep an eye on this. This is one of those things on the generic market that people are like, oh, I could get these. Yeah, you can. And also, Tier Element's Wren here. This card has officially hit the $2 mark. This is grand, actually. I didn't expect to see, these basically being $2 to $3 post shipping, but the market do what the market do. It's very interesting. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.